Bank of Canada raises their key interest rate by 25 basis points from 4.25 to 4.5% and signals the end of the rate hikes for now. I'll be breaking this down on this week's episode of Prime Properties TV. Now, if you are looking for some help on how to navigate this real estate market, since it's constantly changing, you can book a call with me using the link that's right here. It's www.chatwithzen.com. Simply click on the date and a time that works best for you. And then when you see the prompt, fill in your name, email, mobile phone number, and a question you have for me, and then we'll chat then. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. My name is Zen, and I run a Remax brokerage in the Greater Toronto area on top of making awesome educational real estate content that revolves around Bank of Canada, just like this one. So if you haven't heard, the Bank of Canada just announced their first rate hike of 2023, and most people and the market was expecting this, the 25 basis point rate hike, or 0.25% to a total of 4.5%. Now, this means that all the variable mortgages and lines of credit, such as HELOCs, are going to be going up by that 0.25. Now, what everyone is actually talking about is not necessarily the 25 basis point bump, but more so the signaling of the end of the rate hike. So I have some verbiage that they used in the announcement today, and I'm going to read it for you, and I'll put it on the screen. If economic developments evolve broadly in line with the MPR outlook, which is their monetary policy report, Governing Council expects to hold the policy rate at its current level while it assesses the impact of the cumulative interest rate increases. Governing Council is prepared to increase the policy rate further if needed. Keyword, if needed, to return inflation to the 2% target, and remains resolute in the commitment to restoring price stability for Canadians. So you can see they're still trying to bring inflation to 2%, and whether rates do hold here is TBD, because based on having inflation return 2%, I don't know. I think we're rolling over on inflation, but I don't think we're going to get to 2%. Still kind of doubting that. So whether the Bank of Canada raises again on March 8th, which is the next announcement, your guess is as good as mine, right? You might as well just flip a coin. That's what I've been saying. I don't think even they know what they're doing. The takeaway I have from the messaging I read to you earlier is this. The Bank of Canada is more dovish now than they are before, which they were hawkish, which is better for the direction of where rates should be heading. But remember, if rates stay here, like they hold here, this is still challenging for most mortgage borrowers in the Greater Toronto area. Now, what this does is it changes the sentiment a little bit for the existing end user buyers, who are generally the people are looking right now, because it gives them a little bit more clarity on where the rates are going to be, holding or potentially down. But remember, I said last video, while everyone is jumping through hoops trying to predict the Bank of Canada's next move or what they plan to do on March 8th, the average buyer right now is buying their end users, and they're buying with the 3-year fix. That's around 4.7 to 4.99%. So those rate hikes aren't as pressing for the people buying right now, right in the current market. Now, if you found this content helpful, make sure you help me smash the like button and subscribe to the Prime Properties channel, because every single week we make awesome content for you to keep you updated on what's happening in the real estate market. And if you are looking for some help on how to navigate the real estate market and you want to work with our team, you can book a call with me. Yes, it's directly talking to me using the link that's right here. It's www.chatwithzen.com. Now, seeing as how the fixed rate is sub 5%, like I was saying earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if we see low 4% mortgages in the spring from other banks to be competitive in the spring market. Now, if you look at the 5-year bond market, which is generally a pretty good indicator of where rates are going to be in the future, it looks like it's coming down and it's peaked in November. Now, do take this with a grain of salt because of how volatile the global economy is right now, because, there's still a war going on, right? The bond market has been moving up and down and fluctuating quite a lot as of late, so take it with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, I would say this isn't good news, nor is it bad news for the real estate market. It's news that everybody was expecting, and it's provided some clarity because everyone's sort of expecting that, but it's just it's been announced. So as I've been saying for a while now, the next two dominoes to drop in the real estate market in Toronto to dictate the direction of the market is 1, the level of inventory coming online in spring, and 2, the buyer demand. Currently, the inventory is still very, very low. The buyer demand has picked up ever so slightly. It's not frenetic. It's like fall 2022 levels, which is good relative to where we're coming from. And all of this will be kicked off by the next rate announcement, which is March 8th on a Wednesday. So if the March 8th announcement is a hold, the sentiment will be better. But if we have that much inventory come online, it will prevent the prices from, staying where they are. It may grind down some more. Now, on the flip side, if they hold and there's no inventory that comes online, there's a very good chance we'll see multiple offers on good properties, not the POSs, but the good properties. So this is why I'm saying there's a lot of dominoes to drop, but we're getting a little bit clearer picture of where things are going to be and how they're going to pan out in the spring 2023 market. Hopefully this gives you an idea of where things are going to be in the next 6 to 8 weeks. If you are looking for some help on how to navigate this real estate market, whether you're on the defensive or on the offensive, or you're just trying to figure out what to do because, things are weird right now still, you can book a call with me using the link right here. It's www.chatwithzen.com. Until next time, your move, your future. See ya. Now that you're done watching this one, how about this one? Oh, you know what? This one's good too. Ooh, this one's really good. You know what? Just watch them both.